good afternoon or evening or whatever day this is, whatever time of day this is that you're watching. This is Philip Howard in front of us here, and we are with the Village Craftsmen doing Fun Fact Friday. And today we got talking about a lot of different place names on Ocracoke, and he's decided that today he's going to tell you about
Howard Street.
There we go. So what about Howard Street?
Howard Street is a very iconic street on Ocracoke. It's one of the last unpaved roads on the island. What most people don't realize is that back in the early 1800s, when this road was first cut through, it was considered the main thoroughfare through the village of Ocracoke. And then in the 1950s, when the North Carolina Department of Transportation started paving roads in the village, they paved the road around the harbor, but they left this section where the Village Craftsman is unpaved. And it was then that Stacy Howard, who lived right across the street with his wife Elizabeth, decided, because there were so many of our Howard family on this section of the road. Originally, the road went from the school road all the way to where the National Park Service Visitor Center is. And when that western side of the road was paved, Stacy Howard decided, because of all of our family living here, there were like at least 8 Howard family living on this road. He nailed a sign up on the road that said East Howard Street. And this road was designated as East Howard Street for many, many years. And eventually the East got dropped, and it is now mostly just called Howard Street. But technically, this is East Howard Street. And one of the reasons that the East was dropped is because there isn't any West Howard Street. The western end of what was at one time this main thoroughfare was paved, leaving the eastern end, which Stacy named East Howard Street. So we should go back to calling it East Howard Street, because that's the official name, according to Stacy Howard, who was the first person to actually give this street a name. And there you have it.
There you have it. So what would be West Howard Street, if there was a West Howard Street, is basically from where Down Point Decoy's shop is, where Howard Street starts, Down Point Decoy shop, all the way down to the Park Service Visitor Center. That basically is roughly where the rest of the road would have gone. Right?
Yes, and probably that would have been designated West Main Road, and this is East Howard Street. So there wouldn't be any East Main Road, and there wouldn't be any West Howard Street.
So we're just going to call it Howard Street or East Howard Street or whatever?
Let's start calling it East Howard Street, just like Stacy intended back in 1957.
So that's a way we can find out if you've actually watched our video. If you come in the Village Craftsman and say, I came down bumpy East Howard Street today, then we know you've watched our video and you got a little Ocracoke information.
You either watched the video or you're an old-time Ococker.
That's true. That's true, because you still hear the old-timers definitely call this
East Howard Street.
All right. Have a good evening,
Good enough.
afternoon, evening, or whatever it is.